Alright, so there seems to be this like movement right now to just say that anyone who's got any type of mental illness or any level of PTSD um, should have their Second Amendment rights revoked, taken away. And they try to phrase it in other ways so that it doesn't sound that bad, but that's what it is. You're trying to take their rights. That there's this idea that because of a handful of extreme cases of extreme mental illness, that anyone who's got ever sought out any type of help for depression or whatever should not be able to own a gun. And it seems like a lot of the pro gun people are drinking that Kool-Aid. They're jumping on that bandwagon, and it makes me fucking sick. All you people who think that anyone with PTSD shouldn't be allowed to freaking protect themselves or have the right to keep and bear arms, you can go fuck yourself. Because let me tell you something. Unless you're a sociopath, unless you're just a psycho, anyone who's seen combat is affected by it at some level to some degree. Most of you have no clue what PTSD means. Like, yeah, you know it's post-traumatic stress disorder, but do you know what any of the symptoms are? Because I'm guessing you don't. You don't have any. The biggest symptom of it is hypervigilance. It's people being always on point, and it wears them the fuck out. And you're going to say that they can't own a firearm because of that? The hell's wrong with you people? Like, honestly, like, yeah, someone who's like a paranoid schizophrenic who's having delusions, that's a dude who probably shouldn't have a firearm because he's incapable of distinguishing like fact from fiction. And there are those who are so depressed that are a threat to themselves. So there is a point, but no one's talking about that. No one's saying, hey, we need to protect some of these people that have maybe sought out help at some point in their life. And you know what? Honestly, at this point, the number of troops that are seeking out help, the number of guys coming back and getting out of the military who are seeking help for some of the stuff they're going through, maybe try to get rid of nightmares, something like that, is going to trickle off to nothing. No one's going to seek out help. Why? Because those people, and I have friends, are being painted in a light that is so degrading. Like I said, there's no way you come out of combat unscathed. There's some level, even if you hear the phrase battle hardened, all right, that's a dude who's shut off all emotions and walled up and just freaking, and that's a defense mechanism because of what you've seen and what you've gone through. And that's the type of stuff that we're really talking about here. You know, this shit's driving me crazy because you people are ignorant in what you're talking about. If you've done no research to find out what PTSD really is or how it manifests or different levels of it. There are dudes who have seen enough and done horrible things that need to have help to get through rough times. And you're going to wall that up to where they can't seek out help because after that they're no longer going to have the right to self-protection or to protect their family. Like, if you're pro Second Amendment, you're pro Second Amendment. There shouldn't be caveats. Do you know how many police officers have some type of PTSD because of the stuff they go through on their job? But it's not talked about, and I guarantee their records, their mental health records, aren't going to be freaking like uploaded into any background check system. Let me tell you something, man. There are dudes out there right now serving overseas, fighting that war, that are on meds, that have that you can hold a security clearance. Like when I was in, that wasn't a factor in determining your eligibility for security clearance. For it was only extreme cases where they found you unfit for duty, and that's what we're talking about, extreme cases. But no one's making that distinction. No one's saying, hey, we need to protect the millions upon millions of people that are seeking out help for some form of depression, some form of maybe bipolar, or um, PTSD, or there's no one that's saying, hey, not all these people are a threat. Not all these people are gonna, anyone could freaking snap. And it's not just the people that are seeking out help. And you people are acting like they have the fucking plague. Like, honestly, as a vet who's seen shit, it's so disrespectful to any vet that's seen combat and is having some of the symptoms. And most people aren't gonna freaking, they're not gonna seek out help for what, nightmares, maybe being a little overcautious. Um, it drives me up the wall that the people that volunteer to go over and put boot to ass are looked down on. And don't say you're not looking down on them, because the reality of it is, if the words, hey, yeah, anyone with PTSD, shouldn't own a gun, come out of your mouth, you're looking down on these people. You're saying they're incapable and unfit to make rational decisions. These people have been through hell, and they deserve respect, not to be looked down on like second class citizens.